Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTGO Traders. My name is Taryn, and let's talk about the signature spellbook, Jace. So earlier today, let's go to the full monitor here. We actually got this dropped on us. This is the signature spellbook, Jace, packaging and contents. Let's read this really quickly since it's not a lot to read here. Signature spellbook, Jace, is a collection of 8 cards plus one random premium foil version of one of those 8 cards for the Serious Blue Mage. Each card has Jace flavored art and special frames just for the set. Check out the packaging and the 8 cards below. Alright, so let's go through the packaging here. Love the packaging. I think this is really cool. However, for 8 cards, the release date, by the way, is June 15th, so that's coming up pretty soon. But the packaging is super cool. Really like this. Wish it was like an actual deck, maybe. That might be really cool as well. But it's just 8 cards here, which is really interesting. And these are all the 8 cards here. We're going to go through them in just a minute. Let me pull them up over here on this screen. All right, so we have them pulled up over here. They're a little bit bigger, not as full high res from the website here. But I think they look fine. The borders here, this is the first thing where we actually get to look at the new borders for these particular cards. I like this a lot. This looks really cool. Honestly, I really like how they took from the like Amonkhet like borders or invocations. As you can see in the 1 and the 2 blues there, they have like little outline instead of like a filled in kind of section there. I really like that idea. I think that's probably one of the few things that the invocations did right for me. I do like how the border here has a nice little like fins on the bottom and in the middle there. That's really cool, especially for the identification mark there to kind of prevent counterfeiting. I think there is kind of this weird pinch point though where it says like, you know, 01 to /08 and then the mythic, the M right there is just really close to the border. Not a big fan of that personally. I do think you run into another situation where the Wizards of the Coast, like their copyright line is really close to the design as well on the bottom right too. That's kind of annoying to me as well. I do like how Jace kind of pops up over that. That's really nice. I'm not really that big of a fan of the like blue here, like the like waves blue. I'm not really like in love with that. I think the border itself, and I think that the outline of the like mana symbols are really cool too though. I do think my biggest gripe though, I'm not trying to be negative here, is the +2, +1 and -10, like the little like lines for the, or the outline, like little like diamond thing for them, just looks a bit off to me. I'm not really sure. Like it's good on the -1 and -10, but then they just like flipped it for the +2. They didn't make a new one. So the weight is like the opposite, which is very strange to me. I feel like they should have probably like rotated that and then flipped it horizontally. But you know, that's just me. But one of the cards here is of course Jace Beleren. Let's move on to another one here. We have Blue Elemental Blast. Loving the art on these, by the way. The art on these look sick. And also the set symbol looks really cool as well. I really like the set symbol idea here. Again, the border art on this looks really good. It looks especially good on the regular spells instead of a Planeswalker spell, because you don't have this weird like clash on the side there, the +2, -1 and -10. It's not touching that border, so it's really nice. You also have a really good like defining line between the destroy target red permanent and the actual flavor text, which is really interesting. I think that's probably something that we're going to see in Dominaria a lot. They did talk about that. Again, we have the blue outline on the element symbol there. Really, really cool. Like that a lot. Still not wild about the like weird echoey like blue on the background there. Don't really like that. Like, I probably would like something that's a little more uniform, but that's me personally. Next up here for us, we have Brainstorm. Super cool card. Really love the art again, and just loving these little like borders here. It's super nice. Next up for us, we have Counterspell. Very good. Old art, but you know, that's fine. Very, very nice. Then Gifts Ungiven. The Storm player's gonna be happy with this card for sure, being reprinted. Which is nice. Then you have Mystical Tutor, which is awesome. Love this art here. I think this is specifically for this book here. Really in love with this art. Love it a lot. And again, you have that little defining factor, the little line there between the actual text and the flavor text. Next up, we have Negate, which is an interesting inclusion here. I feel like it probably shouldn't be in here, but that's fine, whatever. Kind of felt like Jace's Ingenuity or something like that might have been a better slot, but they did have Brainstorm in here too, so I guess Negate is fine. Yeah, 2 blue instant counter target on creature spell. Very simple. Very cool art as well. And then we have Threads of Disloyalty, which is really interesting. Love the art here as well. And again, I really like that like outline of the mana symbol, the 1 and the 2 blue there. It's really, really cool. But yeah, that's all of them. And they did say that as far as these go, let me go back to the monitor here, that they are going to have one of these be like randomly foil. And I really hope these aren't like from the vault foils, honestly, because this feels like a from the vault product to me. And if that's the case, then this means that these will probably be a different quality of paper than like regular cards. And then if they're a foil, then they'll probably be that really cheap or really like bendy curved foil from the vault. Like from the vault foils are so bad that like you buy them brand new and they're already like bent or curved. It's terrible. So my hope is not that. My hope is that that doesn't happen for sure. But I do like this product. I really wonder how much the MSRP is. I haven't seen an MSRP just yet on anybody talking about this. I think it's probably going to be like maybe 20, 25, depending on what's in here. You have a couple dollar cards. I mean, like Jace and Mystical Tutor and Gifts Ungiven, they're all about like $7 and $8 as far as in paper. Counterspell and Negate, those are like penny dollar cards. Brainstorm, not that much either. Blue Elemental Blast, it's a little bit higher because it is a Pauper card, used in Pauper quite a bit, so that's a little bit higher there. But yeah, Gifts Ungiven, Jace, and Mystical Tutor are the 3 cards there. Threads of Disloyalty, not that great either. And Negate, of course, pretty nice. But that's it. What do you guys think of this? I think it's really interesting. I really can't wait to see all the other ones. I really hope they start coming out with all Planeswalkers. Would love to see like an Ajani one. That'd be really cool. But more often than not, they'll probably just focus on the like Gatewatch people. Even though Ajani is part of the Gatewatch, I think they're just going to focus on probably Jace. You know, the primary color Planeswalker. So Jace, Chandra, Liliana, Garruk. Maybe Garruk. I don't know about Garruk. Probably Nissa, not Garruk. Nissa seems to be more the green pick instead of a Garruk. And then Gideon for the white Planeswalker. But really can't wait to kind of see what else are going to go into these. I really like how they're so flavorful here. I really do enjoy the borders here. I think they're really interesting. My only concern is, of course, let's go back to the only cam, is that the art right here on the Jace Bellarine, it just has this weird like clashing elements in it. So I really do hope that when they do come around to making the Chandra, Liliana, that kind of things, that they do kind of tweak this border art just a little bit. I think it's very close to being awesome and very cool, but there are kind of weird pinch points that I'm not really excited about. But yeah, just want to make a really quick video, guys. Hope you guys liked it. Like the video, of course, if you liked it, and we'll talk about these in the comments down below. See you there. Peace.